This is a business that pulls in $10,000 a month. What's wild is that 30 days ago it didn't even exist, and the person who built it, they had no coding skills whatsoever. That person was me. I wanted to test a theory. Is the AI gold rush only for coders? Or can a complete beginner like me actually build a real, profitable AI business from scratch? This is the story of how I did it in just 30 days, and the simple framework you can copy. Most people think that to profit from AI, you either have to be a Silicon Valley coder or have a mountain of cash to invest. The barrier to entry feels impossibly high. I thought that too, until I noticed a different pattern emerging. The biggest wins in 2026 aren't always coming from building the next revolutionary AI model. They're coming from applying existing AI in practical ways to solve boring, everyday business problems. I had no coding skills, no venture capital, and no secret advantage, and so I decided to put that theory to the test. My goal was simple. Could I, a complete beginner, build a business that generates 5 figures in revenue in just 30 days? I would use only no-code tools and a simple content strategy. This is the entire journey. The idea, the struggles, the first dollar, and the system that scaled it to over $10,000. On day one, the task wasn't to build an app, it was to find a problem. In a world obsessed with creating new AI tools, I decided my strategy would be to connect existing AI to businesses that need it. Most businesses don't need a custom-built neural network. They need solutions for things like missed appointments, slow lead follow-up, or content creation bottlenecks. After a few days of research, I landed on a service that felt perfect for a beginner: AI-powered content repurposing. Many successful coaches, consultants, and founders create amazing long-form content like podcasts or YouTube videos, but they lack the time and resources to turn that one piece of content into the 20 or 30 assets needed to populate their social media for the week. This was a clear, painful problem, and AI is exceptionally good at solving it. So the offer became incredibly simple. I help busy creators and consultants turn one weekly video into an entire month's worth of social media content. That's it. No jargon, just a clear outcome. My plan was a hybrid model. First, I'd sell this done-for-you service to generate cash flow quickly. Second, I would document my entire process through content, building a brand and an audience that would eventually become a second income stream through digital products and affiliate links. This wasn't about just one thing, it was about building a business system. Now that I had the idea, how do I actually build it? This is where most people get stuck, but the truth is, you don't need to be a coder. The tools are already out there. I built my entire fulfillment process using a handful of off-the-shelf AI tools. I used OpusClip to take a long video and automatically find the best viral moments, cutting them into short-form clips. Then I used Descript to get a full transcript, which I fed into ChatGPT to create Twitter threads, LinkedIn posts, and newsletter excerpts. Finally, I used Canva's AI tools to create quote cards and carousels for Instagram. The whole machine was held together by a simple Notion dashboard I built to manage client projects. To get paid, I set up a Stripe account. For a landing page, I used Card to build a simple, one-page website in about 2 hours. While it takes some digital literacy to connect these tools, it's a skill you can learn quickly without writing any code. With the service built, I needed clients. I didn't have an audience, so I had to do outbound. I spent the rest of the week sending personalized emails and LinkedIn DMs to coaches and consultants who were already creating great video content, but had an inconsistent social media presence. My message was simple: I love your podcast. I created a few short video clips from your latest episode as an example of what I can do. Can I send them over? The first week of outreach was brutal. I sent over 50 personalized messages. The result? Crickets. A few polite no thank yous, but mostly just silence. The rejection was tough, and the self-doubt started creeping in. Was my offer wrong? Was the price too high? Or was this just a stupid idea? This is the point where most people would quit. But instead of giving up, I looked at the feedback, or lack thereof. My mistake was focusing on the service and the tools. My messages were all about AI content repurposing. The clients didn't care about that, so I made a small change that changed everything. I stopped selling the process and started selling the outcome. My new message was a complete pivot. Instead of "I use AI to repurpose content," it became, "You record one video. I give you 30 days of social media content. You get your time back and a powerful omnipresence online." That simple shift from "what I do" to "what you get" was the breakthrough. It reframed the offer around value, not tasks. I also created a short 2-minute video demonstrating the before and after, a single 30-minute podcast episode transformed into a full month's content calendar. I sent this video in my outreach messages. Suddenly, people started replying. They weren't just interested, they were asking for my prices. The first yes came from a business coach I respected. He was posting great videos on YouTube but was almost invisible on LinkedIn and Twitter. I offered him a pilot project, a one-time package for $1,500. To my surprise, he agreed. Delivering that first project was nerve-wracking, but my AI-powered system worked exactly as planned. What might have taken a human editor and a social media manager days to complete, I was able to finish in about 6 hours. The client was blown away. He had a month of high-quality content ready to go. He immediately left a glowing testimonial, which became my most powerful sales asset. That testimonial was the social proof I needed. I shared it everywhere. I put it on my landing page and included it in my outreach. The trickle of interested replies turned into a steady stream. By the end of week 3, I had closed 2 more clients for the same $1,500 package. In just a few days, I had gone from $0 to $4,500 in revenue. More importantly, I had a repeatable system for finding clients, delivering the service, and getting results. The machine was running. With revenue and testimonials, the final week was all about scaling. But scaling isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. I couldn't just keep selling one-off projects. To hit the $10,000 mark, I needed recurring revenue and leverage. First, I productized my service. I introduced a monthly retainer option for $3,000 a month, which offered even more value and positioned the $1,500 one-off project as a perfect entry point. 2 of my initial clients immediately saw the value and upgraded. That was an instant $6,000 in monthly recurring revenue locked in. Second, I finally leveraged the content strategy. I had been documenting this entire 30-day journey. I started posting short videos and threads on Twitter and LinkedIn about my process, the tools I used, the outreach scripts that failed, and the ones that worked. This wasn't just content, it was proof. It built credibility and attracted inbound leads. Businesses started coming to me. From those inbound leads, I closed one more $1,500 project. The total revenue now stood at $9,000, $6,000 from retainers and $3,000 from one-off projects. For the final push, I leaned into the digital product side of my hybrid model. I created a content repurposing toolkit for 97, a bundle of my Notion templates, ChatGPT prompts, and a guide to the AI tools I used. I promoted it to the small audience I had started to build. In the last few days of the month, I sold over 10 of them, pushing my total revenue just over the $10,000 mark. So, did I do it? The final 30-day P&L was $10,470 in total revenue. I had built a 5-figure-a-month business with no coding skills, starting from absolute scratch. But the real lesson wasn't about the money. It was about the model. The AI gold rush isn't just for the people building the shovels. It's for the people who figure out how to use those shovels to solve real-world problems. It wasn't about being an AI genius. It was about being a creative problem solver. My business wasn't really an AI business. It was a marketing solutions business that used AI to be faster, cheaper, and more effective than the old way of doing things. The framework is simple. Find one painful problem, create one simple offer based on an outcome, use no-code AI tools to deliver it, and document your journey to build an audience. This hybrid model of services and content creates a powerful flywheel. The services provide cash flow, and the content provides leverage and long-term scalability. The opportunities to apply this framework are endless, from AI chatbots for local businesses to AI-powered automation for sales teams. This is just one example of what's possible. If you got value from this breakdown and want to see more deep dives into building these kinds of businesses, make sure to subscribe. I'm breaking down the entire system, step by step, in my upcoming videos. 30 days ago, this was just an idea born out of a question: can a beginner truly profit from AI? Today, it's a monetized system. It proves that you don't need to be a technical expert. You just need to find a problem that businesses are willing to pay to solve and use the incredible leverage of AI to solve it for them. The barrier to entry has never been lower, but it rewards a new kind of skill, not coding, but connecting. The tools are here. The only question is, what problem will you choose to solve?